In the world of injustice, Theo was the injustice master, you know, the greatest Superman, the man of patience. And then you had Deoxys, who would play Blue Beetle, very fiddly and very character specific. Now in MK11, they are two new men entirely.
Do you know Lin Kuei history?
I have studied it for millennia.
Then you know you can't win.
I feel like Geras' retort was way better than Sub's. I don't think Sub was ready for him to say that.
He's like, yeah, well, you're ugly. And now...
Yeah, well, you're bald. That's going to be a start for Theo. Going to be getting the amplified ice ball. A really good way to start things off. This matchup is, it's two characters that a lot of people don't feel very comfortable fighting, right? Geras is just that oppressive, just in your face, safe buttons, mix-ups, and Subzero is kind of the same, really. Oh, Theo attempts to go for the conversion, but misses.
Theo goes in with Dead of Winter because he wants that mix. He wants the ability to just go into Ice Ball whenever he wants, and obviously the deep freeze in this variation being much, much faster.
Oh,
Deoxys
and there it is.
Trying to go for a little bit of optimization, the jump in one making things a little bit easier to land.
Honestly, like, I feel like Geras is the character when you're talking about like how optimization really matters. Seeing Geras players do these new B&Bs that add like, was it like 3 or 4%? Oh, good block. Deoxys ready. I think it looked like he went from crouching to standing.
This was my point, is that only the 1% of competitive players are able to react to Sub-Zero's forward.
But if you can.
But Deoxys is known for his young man reaction. So I would kind of be surprised if he eats a lot of these forward twos. Don't want to jinx him, but...
I would say, be careful saying that. We are on commentary. You know how this goes.
Commentator's curse.
But even as I was saying before, right? Seeing a Geras player do the optimals versus ones that don't... Oh my goodness!
Was that some kind of flawless block attempt thing? I don't even know.
I assume it was, but it was no button pressed, right? Like, he looks at the flawless block, he doesn't press a button unless he sees the flawless block work. And Deoxys just gets a short hop to immune. Oh, the little mini crouch Deoxys. Can he kill with the optimals here?
I mean, he hasn't quite got the meter.
No, not quite.
If he had temporal advantage, then maybe, but not this time. There's still lots of work, though, for Theo. He's going to get a loopable forward throw, but he has so much work left. And now even then, chip damage is going to add up. No last breath because of the defensive bar. And there we go. Deoxys is going to take that game.
No, it was a smart choice. Smart choice from Deoxys, going for that gauntlet. You know, there is a gap there, but it is plus on block in this variation. And when you're looking at chip damage as all you need, then that's more than enough.
We need to kind of break down that final moment, though, the crouch, that micro crouch. It's the evolution of when you crouch on the expectation of a grab. Instead of just holding down and then just standing up way later, you can now kind of hold down just long enough that if they grab when you think they will, you duck enough to make it miss, and then you're fully standing up for a punish without it missing. And that also means duck is so up to date now. 3 months later, we're developing tech.
And it also means that if you go for like this, that's going to crushing blow, that slap to the neck. And that is 300 damage clean. But again, it's like I was saying, right? If you go for the little micro crouch, yes, you beat the throw, but if they do a single hit and high, it beats that too. If they hesitate, you then get a button out. Like, it's really, really good.
But there's that Geras tech, the down 4 to low profile, the wake up 3 from Subzero, and then the sand trap, just like that. The sand trap will be out of range and then punish. And because Infinite Warden has crushing blows on the counter hit, that's a big damage punish for a wake up attack that you now can't do anything about because you lost the defensive bar.
Already a match point now for Deoxys. Good throw escape. Ooh, I feel like Theo, he's just not really able to get anything started. I feel like Deoxys, and what was that? That was a standing one buffered into bed of spikes from that range. Deoxys, he's just so confident that Theo is going to do exactly what he expects, and it's happening every time. Theo, you can tell he's like sticking out single buttons here, nothing really too big, and another hit confirm. Obstacle coming up.
I mean, those single buttons to me are kind of screaming a lack of confidence too. You need to believe in those buttons if you're going to commit. If you're doing a back 3, just do something that you can at least confirm into.
Oh, that whiff!
Deoxys has just been one step ahead the whole time. This is absolutely going to be a 2-0, and Deoxys briskly moving past Theo here.
The Russian scene has always been a force to be reckoned with. They have had huge numbers for the longest time. They're a passionate community, and they are a Mortal Kombat scene. They always play a Sakron. It looks like the characters he seems to play, I believe, are... oh, is he playing Skarlet?
I'm not surprised at the Skarlet pick.
I've seen him play Sonya, I've seen him play Jacqui, but never Skarlet.
Well, Sakron's always been one to not be shy of picking characters you might not expect, but there's the clean play. This is what Sakron is known for. He is so efficient. But I mean, Sonicfox, I mean, the kid's the champ. Many people project this guy to win the entire thing. So Sakron definitely has his work cut out for him. But if he proves himself now, this is a hell of a result.
I mean, he's playing very solid so far, but Sonicfox is just that little bit ahead. Going to be spending the bar here again. Get the plus frames and loop that. Oh, there we go. The whiff punish from Sakron.
And he's going to go for the
Oh, wait, he's playing Blood Drive. Okay. I only just realized.
Oh, the counter hit. That's going to take the first round. Sakron played well, but Fox just played that little bit better.
So this is the, I suppose, less common variation you see Skarlet use. A lot of people do kind of favor the other one in a lot of situations, but I'm definitely not going to doubt Sakron's decision-making. Of course, this one getting the Blood Ball and the restand means you lose out, I believe, on the teleport and the parry, so it's a lot to lose out on, but Sakron looks like he's picked this for a very specific reason.
He's a man with a plan. And he's played really clean so far. Unfortunately, they've been wayward hits and not full combos. So even though he's hit Fox a bunch of times, the damage has been so minimal. And there's the grab. Bad news now as Cassie's got you in the corner. She's got the forward four, she's got the grab. She has a launch too. Watch out for that one.
Now this is where it gets dangerous for Sakron. He just hasn't really been able to fight back. This could be a chance. We're going to see a bar split on the health regeneration. Good throw escape. Oh,
just clipped by that low. Similar to a Sector in Mortal Kombat X. The knockdown is what really matters about that. The heal again. The anti-cross up down one, but it whips.
Oh, wow, what? Oh, they confirmed to fail blow. That's exactly what we're going to see. Sakron ready with the confirmation. This actually might kill. This barely scales and does a lot. Actually, maybe not quite enough. It'll be close.
There were a couple of hits there.
What?
Oh my goodness. I mean, look,
excuse me.
Skarlet has one of the strongest fatal blows in the game damage-wise. I mean, if he confirms into it, there's a good chance he's going to kill.
Especially if he's going to get the little mini-game. Oh, and Sonicfox does a little bit too much, but the punish. Big hit confirmed. Sakron breaking away before the launch takes place, so he's going to keep himself nice and distant.
Sakron, the first time, he's just surgically picking when to press these buttons. I mean, I love his placement.
I like that choice, going for the plus frame kicks there, but doing so after it's jailed after the blocked blood ball. I like that. Oh no, another hit.
Now it's 2 times he's whipped something at a bad range, and he's paying the ultimate price for it. No anti-air, he's a bit hesitant. And now he has to watch out for those shimmies. Cassie's 1-on-1 and shimmy it will. That's one of the scariest strings for that.
He tried to move.
He challenges it. I mean, I can assume maybe a grab read or something, but in that position, you got to make a decision.
That's where
it's a hard one to make.
But that's where it got a little bit ropey for Sakron, I feel. Obviously, he had that really strong neutral from a distance, but the second he got point blank, I feel like every single time Fox is going for those auto shimmy strings, Sakron was hitting them almost every single time. I feel like he's just so confident that he wants to look for the throw that he is falling victim to it a lot.
But you can see as well, watching Skarlet, watching the way Sakron's playing is, you need to perfectly place your normals because they are so vulnerable to whiff punishment.
Especially against Cassie, when she's got the speed and the range of her mids, like yeesh.
The moment he places one normal out of range, it gets whiff punished. It is a full combo. So it demands perfection in many, many ways, but Sakron, unfortunately, is getting kind of chipped away, and Digital Soldier was such a good pick from Fox as well, because the low gunshot going under some of those really crucial Skarlet tools.
Oh, that's a cheeky thing being brought out from Sonicfox. That down 4 into the gunshot. Don't see that too often.
Saving it for when the stress is on, man. You can save those tricks for when the opponent's really starting to sweat. Remember, this is 2 out of 3 still.
But you can see how much more comfortable Sonicfox is from distance, though. When you're playing against Skarlet, and again, the auto shimmy Sakron every single time he's trying to deal with a throw, but I don't think Sonicfox has actually done one yet. I think he's recognized that Sakron is spending so much time looking for the throw that he is going to get hit by every 1-1-1. Oh, that was a chance.
Again, hesitant on the anti-air. That was such a funny height, but another punish. Sakron, his knowledge of when to press has been on point. But like I said, it's been the whiff punishment, and yeah, it's been those whiffs, man, those hard reads that Fox is making against him. And oh, nice catch, but not close enough for the blood ball, so enforcing plus frames instead. That's a confirm. No defensive pass, so Sakron's in big trouble here.
Spending a bar on the knockdown too, the mid. Now, Sonicfox has no real reason to go in here. Just looking at this kind of mid-distance. Sakron definitely has his work cut out for him here. I don't want to say it's impossible. He's got Fatal Blow. Obviously, he can get health regeneration with Skarlet, which is very useful. And now he's got the escape failed. So actually, it's a lot more reasonable now.
Fox is going to know that too. So the hard read on the dunk. There's the whip punish. Sakron straight back in this. Not siphoning.
I think he chose not to.
Oh, no, the read! No, the miss!
Wait, what? That didn't work? Oh! Oh my goodness!
God, the interactable. It felt like it could have been Sakron's round.
He has been successful in our community for, I mean, years and years at this point.
But Hayatei is mostly known for finding one character and just sticking it out all the way. And Big D is very, very similar. You're getting top 8. Both these guys have EVO medals between them. Big D with the top 8 in Injustice 2 last year, and EVO 2016 with that crispy Ermac. And Hayatei, I mean, he's seen his fair share as well. You're the premier Robin of Injustice 2, now looking to be the Erron Black to watch out for. But this is an interesting matchup. It's all about the full screen game. And then how does Big D handle the Erron Black mix-ups up close?
And Big D already harassing a lot with those down 4s. A really good button for Cetrion, especially against Erron Black. Erron Black has some of the better low pokes. His down 3, one of the strongest low pokes in the game. And you know Big D is just wanting to scout that out if he can. Ooh, okay, that was a punish. Big D caught, not respecting the advantage from the low poke. And there's the block again. It's very unlikely that Hayatei is going to be committing to the slide off of those until it really is crunch time. Not a particularly unsafe player if he can get away with it. Ooh, crucial teleport from Big D. That was clutch.
There's the grab now. It's going to be Big D's turn. What's he going to do? Oh, I love the way that Big D just knows when to stick out those normals. Hayatei losing a lot of his defensive bar. Down 2. Why even do a bigger combo? Down 2 is going to finish the job. The important thing for Big D is, in between round times, is quite breathing space for Cetrion, because she needs that offensive bar to get combo damage.
Oh, for sure. She's very meter intensive. At least to do what, what works the most for her.
Hayatei, a little bit of knowledge there. Gets the flawless block on the natural barrier, but unfortunately was a bit too slow on the back 2. And
oh, that was so perfectly spaced from Big D. The jab from a distance to still get the punish as well. That was huge. Hayatei put in a bad situation here. He's looking pretty low on resources, hasn't got the life lead. Spends his only bar of anything he had left on that scud shot.
It is this trouble that Hayatei is going to find himself with, is that he's using his meter to try and nullify projectiles to make his way in easier, but it causes him to have limited resources when he finally closes in the gap. And more of those low pokes, shimmied once more. That's a full punish. Big D now.
Oh, we went for something optimal. Didn't quite get it, unfortunately.
Any damage will do, I guess, in this situation. Big D with a life lead, but not much of one, to be honest.
Oh, wow, that was cute.
Is that rare footage of Erron Black's shot losing to a different projectile because they nullified each other?
Now Big D, this is starting to slip away from him somewhat. Hayatei still doesn't have a lot of resources, but that acid ever present. Big flawless blocker, there's a clean punish. And the fatal blow immediately. Hayatei spends it, pulls the trigger, and that's going to be the round in his favor thanks to that. A big decision, but he had nothing else to really go with. He didn't have the bar for offensive. And, I mean, that was the way to get the round, right? Absolutely worth it.
I've always been a firm believer that if the fatal blow is the only reason you're going to win the round, then do it. It doesn't matter how much damage you take. There was a lot of respect there from Big D the moment he did the, it's flawless blockable, right? And it's one of the natural barrier amplifiers, one of the moves that you can just punish. And that's what Hayatei was looking for. Perfect execution, but now he's turning the tide pretty convincingly here.
Oh, wow.
Gets the jump kick, which is damage. It has put Big D out the corner, but at a hefty cost. Well over half of his life gone now.
Now, Cetrion, not really known for making comebacks. Has a tendency to kind of trade a lot of the time from full screen with a lot of projectiles, but Erron Black only has a couple of bullets left in that rifle. And a big teleport into the crushing blow. Hayatei, no doubt, gonna have to break this away. No defensive bar left for him now, unfortunately. Big flawless block on the jump in, though. So be able to get his offense started on the back of it. Again, I feel like Hayatei spent most of this game with like no defensive bar whatsoever, but it hasn't mattered too much because Big D hasn't really been in a situation to get Oki, right? Hasn't got to worry about the wake-up rolls, the attacks, and that's huge. Big D forced to break away himself. Tries to wake up with a fatal blow, but the meaty timing is perfect as Hayatei is going to take the first game on the back of a perfectly timed meaty for a crushing blow finish.
Fatal blows do not have armor. The moment they start up, it takes about 5 frames for it to become active, so just do the math, right? You meaty them point blank, and they're going to get hit for free.
As long as you hit them before frame 5, it is all good. And Hayatei now finds himself a game up. Big D definitely been in this situation many times, so I can't imagine he's too flustered. But the thing is, again, it's just that clutch factor from Hayatei. How many just crucial, just pinpoint decisions were necessary to take that game, right? Big D looked like he was in control through so much of it, but the longer it went on, the more comfortable Hayatei got, the more he figured out, and the better he was looking.
And let's not forget those situations where the execution demanded was perfect. You had to flawless block and punish. And it's not easy to flawless block that natural barrier in training mode, least of all in a real match, least of all when the round depends on it at EVO 2019. So it's impressive stuff by Hayatei. Big D off to a pretty good start, hasn't really spent any resources, and there's that natural barrier active for a million years, wishing the geyser was just as active in that situation. Now a full punish, and he saves the defensive bar. Interesting choice.
I think he didn't mind too much, right? Like, it's important to be able to have resources, right? Against an Erron Black, being able to get the read, the ability to do the roll, the ability to do the wake-up attack, especially if he lands a hit and gets that slide, it is very scary to get off the back of, especially if you have no defensive bar. Still Hayatei managing to bring this one back. Fatal blow is there. Wake up jump coming through from Big D, but Hayatei doesn't fall for it. Throw tech keeping Big D with the pressure right here. Down on life, but he does have positional and just momentum. All the advantage he could possibly need. That's a big hit. Big D has the breakaway. Not going to bother with it. Hayatei going into the slide, and that's it.
Yeah, the slide was used just on the off chance he does try and break away. If he doesn't, let's just get the acid. It was a bit of a covering the bases for the next moment, but that is going to be a match point for Hayatei now.
Oh my goodness. He shot literal Elder God beams with his bullets.
And he knows, by the way, that Big D's going to establish respect. Now, yeah, breakaway, you have to. This is a terrible situation to be in. He's getting pressured all over the damn place. And It looks kind of hard to fight back. Clips him on the final hit, gives him at least some sort of forward dash into a situation, but Big T's, he's been playing from behind for most of this set.
I like the opts not to throw Hayatei in the corner as well. Like, I think he wants there to be as much screen to work with as possible. Cetrion, not really known for the best corner pressure in the game, but definitely needs that space. Erron Black, on the other hand, very scary corner pressure. Big hit, counter hit no less from Big D. Hayatei was pressing something.
Big D back in it though.
Oh no, walks back right into the back two. Forced the breakaway. Hayatei tried to catch the wayward 2-1, but wasn't quite able to get in range. Big throw coming out of Big D. That's going to be fatal blow territory. This is immediately scary stuff for Big D. Any hit right now is dead. That jump! Oh, he got it! I thought for sure he was dead. The throw, Big D. No even attempt to throw tech. He cannot afford to get hit by the fatal blow.
Now what do you do in this position? Escape failed. He'll barely have a small amount of health left, but with 1 bar of defense of that last breath, it's looking pretty tasty! Oh! The acid drop point blank.
A terrible character, but again, definitely not of kind of the upper echelon. HoneyBee, you know, he wants to win. You know, he wants to be able to play the best, to be able to compete, and he's really made this recent change to Cassie, who is arguably the best character in the game, and he's been doing really well there. But can he take it to Dragon Cetrion?
Why weren't you on the front lines? I work in mysterious ways.
This is not the first time we've seen Dragon in this matchup. It is Queen we're seeing from HoneyBee. This is... So Dragon beat Sonicfox in this matchup in CEO Top 8 in like winner's side, but then Sonicfox was able to run it back pretty much. I believe it was 6-0 or 6-1. It was one of the two. It was very dominant regardless. With again this exact variation. So HoneyBee definitely going in with some knowledge, but Dragon, we know he's ready for the matchup, but I mean this is EVO, right? It's 2 out of 3 territory.
But if you're playing a character like Cetrion who exists to keep you as far away as possible, Cassie with that unbreakable damage ready for the mid, of which the whip punish was so fast. Dragon, if you play a zoning character, you know when they're going to try and press against you. You know, you've got that 6th sense for it. Staggers now, of which HoneyBee's going to eat it for breakfast. And now a corner combo as well. Knockdown. This should be round 1 pretty convincingly.
And it's going to be hard for HoneyBee to bring it back without spending some of those big one-time resources. Even if he tries to make this comeback, which he won't be able to, he has to be confident for it. But regardless, Dragon going to be taking the first round with a quick slap. HoneyBee back to the wall. Not too much of a problem for Jacqui, but the main problem is that Dragon's got all that screen behind him. That's not an ideal situation.
As a Cetrion player, or an up-and-coming Cetrion player, the biggest mistake is to think that her whole zoning is special moves only. Her buttons have so much range, and her normals as well, that you use those as the added repertoire to what is already a very good keep-away toolset. And that's what Dragon really relishes. His button placement is just so near flawless all the time. It's crazy.
And again, another hit, a counter hit. Wonderful confirm from Dragon. He's not going to fall for that until HoneyBee. Again, opting not to go for the breakaway, but it's tough, right? When do you break away? HoneyBee is just getting tagged by so many of these guys is that there's never a perfect time.
And it should just be another day in the office for him right now, to be honest. There's not been a huge amount of capitalization here from HoneyBee. Not really in a position to do much. That natural barrier is just keeping him away as well. Super plus on hit too. I think it's just been an efficient game, to be honest.
And there you go, Dragon. Keeping it nice and simple. Simple, normal by itself. Taking up 1 game. I can imagine Dragon is feeling really confident here, right? He's been playing Cetrion since day 1. HoneyBee really only playing Cassie over the last kind of month or so. Definitely has a good Cassie. Like there's no 2 ways about it. But I feel like in terms of like knowledge with their characters and how comfortable they are, I feel like Dragon is just so much more prepared for this situation, right? Like he has just been this beast of a Cetrion, like really the premier Cetrion next to Big D, I would say.
Now he's hovering over Devora.
Really?
I feel
Maybe?
like Devora against...
No?
Yeah, Devora against Cetrion would have been a terrible mistake. Noob Saibot, however, does have the threat of a teleport, and he does have damage. Even though this character doesn't really mix, he's not designed
I actually feel like
to do
this
that.
isn't horrendous for Noob Saibot on paper.
I've always felt like Noob Saibot can definitely win this matchup. You know, it doesn't seem like he either has a distinct advantage. Noob Saibot has range as well.
But the thing is, though, that's where this isn't really a counter pick. This is just HoneyBee going back to something a little bit more faithful, right? Like, we know that Cassie can compete in the matchup for sure because we've seen it at the top level of competition. But HoneyBee's put a lot more time into Noob Saibot than he has Cassie. And wonderfully spaced teleport to get underneath. It's a shame he wasn't able to get more damage for that amazing read.
But that's one of the buttons you'll see a lot in this matchup. Oh, the read of a jump kick. Sickle. And that auto shimmy, that 2-1-2, it looks so much like he's going in to grab you. It's insane. And here comes that +5. What's the mix-up?
Plus frames, and then the back one by itself, not wanting to overcommit. Dragon moving in on the minus frames. HoneyBee got caught moving, I think.
Another grab, pushing him towards the corner. Dragon. Oh, the perfect read. Letting that roll just completely whip, and the punish for the crushing blow.
And that's like optimal time to use a crushing blow as well,
that
right?
hurt so much, man. That hurt so much. 43%! Cetrion originally thought not to really be a combo character, but if she crushing blows you in the corner, she has other plans for that one. Match point for
I feel like that is like literally the best time in the game to use a launching counter hit crushing blow. If you beat any of the wake up options, right? Because you're guaranteed to lose a bar of defensive bar, which means that whatever you launch them with is going to be a guaranteed combo. And most characters get max damage off their crushing blows. Oh, big call out from HoneyBee. Unfortunately, it wasn't going to work.
It's a risk he can take, though, with defense. You know, he's going to take a bit of damage, but fundamentally, if he landed that, it was either defensive bar from Dragon or a massive damage combo.
Oh,
there's
punish.
the 1-1-3, punish. And yeah, he's just going to keep it simple. I don't begrudge HoneyBee going in with the basic combos now, purely because, like, look, this is EVO, right? He's match point down. He needs to take damage and not drop it. There's the teleport now. And yeah, just once more, repositioning. I love it. Back three does have its uses.
Oh,
what?
Wow. HoneyBee tried to walk him down and drag him with the immediate reactionary down two. Not falling for anything. And that's it. That's a confirmed fatal blow. Dragon is going to be moving on, and the winner's side on the back of a wonderful hit confirm. Dragon is so good at just those like individual confirms, right? Like 2 hits of a string straight away. We see it all the time from him, and not at all surprising. It's just so useful, such a big chunk of damage, and she's got a good fatal blow for sure, but I feel like that's almost one of the better uses for it. 'Cause it doesn't scale very much if you do it off of like a couple of hits.
Really
which means that he represents them at this tournament because he won their league, right? I don't think he's not sponsored by Planet Global, but he won their sponsorship for EVO.
We're calling this an unofficial team kill.
I guess so. But the big thing here is Tweedy has been playing a lot of Jacqui. We've seen him play multiple characters already, EVO, but Jacqui's someone he's been really, really big with. Kitana Prime, I think he had to play only Jacqui players in his entire pool, so he's definitely had to play this matchup a ton over the weekend.
I mean, seriously, talking about the similar to the Cassie discussion, Jacqui's also a very, very popular character. However, there's going to be a difference of damage here. Jade wants to slow the pace of the match down and she wants to be defensive. Jacqui wants the direct opposite. There's the knockdown, and unfortunately, an issue Kitana Prime's going to have in this matchup is every time he hits Tweedy, he's never going to be able to contest the damage. And that's something to be worried about. The glow's not going to serve any purpose in this matchup because there's no projectiles to absorb in the first place. So now it's going to have to be just good old-fashioned footsies.
Oh, punish. Yeah, there it is.
Right,
there's the restand. So we know Jade not really known for high damage on the ground, but under certain situations can be. But at the very least, if she doesn't do damage, she's going to have mad advantage. And Kitana Prime is dragging this one back piece by piece.
And I mean, KP, that was such a calculated round. He used that first round for just information. He did back 3-4-3-4 twice. That string has a flawless blockable gap, goes from +5 to -10. It's really unsafe, but you've got to have the execution to do it first.
Oh, wow, with jump in, Kitana Prime wasn't confident with the standing one, but it did connect. Okay, Kitana Prime enforcing the mid.
Sweep the leg, bro. A grab as well. Damn, Kitana Prime putting this match down to a snail's pace. Overcommits, but no punishment. Tweedy must have believed. More plus frames. Already having time. Another low. That must have been a read. And I assume that must have been some kind of crazy flawless block attempt or something.
No, this is just the best I think I've ever seen Kitana Prime play. He's just walking Tweedy down, and what a game! Taking it with a fatality as well. This is becoming very quickly the Kitana Prime special, I think, the Game 1 fatality.
Yeah, the fatality serving a purpose for both players. Kitana Prime, we have the luxury of seeing the player cams before you guys do. There was the biggest sigh of relief immediately after Game 1, where that fatality was definitely, let's take some time, collect our thoughts, control your breathing, because this is very stressful.
Oh, KP, he could definitely make this happen. Tweedy, it was all over KP at the start. Wow! I actually really respect how Tweedy is just showing Kitana Prime that, like, I am not being conditioned to slow down. I'm going to play at my pace still, and if you're not ready for it, this is what's going to happen. And Kitana Prime, almost half-life down already on the back of that.
Now Tweedy instantly turning the dials just a little bit, going to all on aggression. Whiffs the down one, so he can't cross up, but he is going to connect the mid anyway. And here comes a full combo now. Tweedy.
We're going to see the suplex. Yep.
Get back in there.
Oh, big whip punish. Kitana Prime going to have to come to work with. Oh, the bomb goes through the glow.
The one time the glow would have worked. That's optimization. Remember, crushing blow. If only the 2 and the 3rd hit works, that will crushing blow into a full launch. Kitana Prime now straight back into it. Fatal blow locked and loaded.
So Tweedy being careful, big grab. I like how Kitana Prime is mixing up the mid and the throws. Now Tweedy, he had a huge lead, and very quickly this is becoming a comeback potential for Kitana Prime. Point blank, no, he messed it up. And he actually didn't go for the fatal blow. He will, Tweedy, adding that little bit extra for it. I really respect this decision. It's a shame that Tweedy had to use the fatal blow because he was completely dominating that round. But Kitana Prime, he has been making these comebacks, and Tweedy, I definitely understand why he doesn't want to even give him the chance to get that other hit.
Also understand why Kitana Prime didn't use his breakaway, because breakaway would have lost the fatal blow anyway. They break armor. That was just really smart management of his resources. It would have been a complete waste.
That's so unfortunate. Kitana Prime, he read the roll with the grab, but he just too late.
Jump kick. Oh, it's just too short. Throw escape. Get off me. Whip punish. Let's play these footsies. The jump back, plus frames some more. And he disrespects the back three, but doesn't commit. Hits a crushing blow to another full combo. And now the breakaway's gone.
Wait, does he have the other crushing blow? No, he doesn't. He will now. Oh my goodness, the knowledge from Tweedy to get underneath the wake-up attack. Kitana Prime still in. Okay, now this is huge though. Oh no! There's a throw. One more hit will do it. Ah, and that's going to be a Kitana Prime maybe reading a throw. Tweedy ties it up 1 game apiece. I feel like it's really hard to count Jade out though, because again, she's not known for huge damage on like combos, but if she hits a mid, like, and keeps you standing from an advantage, she's got throws and she gets decent amounts of options off of them. And if she's in Fatal Blow, getting any string into Fatal Blow for her is usually like a clean 400 damage. And that's a lot if you're making a comeback. Big hit from Tweedy, the confirm coming through. Kitana Prime breaking away a little bit later. Oh.
Escape fail is important information. This next forward throw will launch.
Oh wow, that running down 3 looked a little bit strange.
I feel like the change of pace here has come from Tweedy saying in the first game he was playing at KP speed pretty much the whole time, and now he's not. Yeah, that was a bait. Trying to bait the flawless block. And the jump kick. Oh no, the wrong side. Sticks out button 2 with punishment.
If Jade wants to go for amplified standing boomerang on block, that's actually not real. You can get underneath before the second one comes out. But Tweedy not dealing with it there. And that's a big punish coming through. No, he mistimes it into the throw. And Kitana Prime unfortunately not getting the throw tech. Again, I don't want to count him out. He gets a wake up. And there's a throw. Now it's instantly Fatal Blow kill territory. Any hit into Fatal Blow will do it. And that's what he's going to almost go for. But the wake up didn't quite reach the punish.
Goes for the reverse grab again because he knows the escape failed, is locked and loaded on the forward throw, but he finally techs it! Oh, but the tech, get off me! Oh, that's going to hit for not enough damage, and there it is, the grease kick counter poke is going to get through the block, and Kitana Prime was just shy of a defensive bar for last breath, and Tweedy is on match point. He had the right read. He let the wake up 3 whiff, but he was just too slow.
Oh, the micro dunk! Tweedy is pulling out all the stops, does not want to go down here after losing that first game. Kitana Prime was looking so good. But at the same time, I do not want to say it's over, even though Tweedy is slowly but surely just chunking this life down. We've seen Kitana Prime make the comebacks before.
It's starting to escape KP just a little bit, and it overcommits. The neutral jump, no full combo, because Tweedy didn't fully believe in the string, but piece by piece, this match is starting to escape. The duck and the knowledge, restand plus frames, and the block on the low commits to the string. You rarely see that.
Wiggle stick, that could have been death. Oh no, this is getting from bad to worse for Kitana Prime, and that's going to do it. And the dash punch is going to seal his fate as Kitana Prime is knocked down to loser's bracket, and Tweedy advances through now 1 game away from that winner's side top 8 at EVO. But this match right here, Sonicfox versus Tekken Master, we've seen them play so many times. EVO was their most famous showing I think we've ever seen them.
It's only been 3 years. 3 years ago in 2016 when these guys had one of the most legendary Mortal Kombat Grand Finals that's ever been seen, where TM reset the bracket. Couldn't quite finish it, but it was a last game situation, and now it's going to be Tekken Master with Sonya, Sonicfox with Cassie. Tekken Master is a player we'll call fearless, not afraid to make those big plays. He's just crazy, man. Like, some of the decisions he makes, you go, I can't believe you did that in tournament.
Now, I know this was considered to be early on a bad matchup for Sonya. I see a lot of Sonya plays still sticking out, so I don't know how true that is nowadays, but we have historically seen this kind of go either way. These are 2 very strong characters, probably two of the top 3 right here, in the hands of some of the best players around. This is going to be a bit of a crazy one. Oh, there's the flawless block, Sonicfox, of course he's ready. Flawless blocking every single ring blast. Wow.
It's unfortunate that he didn't have the meter actually to up to that though, so he wasn't able to quite get a full combo for his troubles, but denying it a little bit is good. Escape failed, Fox did try and tech, but now the fatal blows in play. Yes, Queen can confirm and guarantee it, but not anymore. Tekken Master gets the first round. Shout out to the Middle East community, by the way. I know you're watching at home.
Tekken Master taking that first round. It's really important to give yourself that breathing room. Sonicfox, we saw him. He already got 2nd place in Dragon Ball FighterZ EVO. He is looking to get as far as he can in the game that he is. Like, I mean, this is his home, right? NetherRealm is home for Sonicfox. Tries to go for the whiff punish uppercut, but wasn't close enough. That's unfortunate.
He had the right reads, just the wrong spacing, and speaking of which, he gets a down 2 again. Sonicfox saving his breakaway. Tekken Master taking any damage he can. But the breakaway being in play means that Fox can afford to now guess wrong against the back 1.
Yeah, definitely not too surprised to see Sonicfox save it there. Having breakaway against Sonya with how scary she can be is so important. And there's no opportunity for Sonicfox. This is going to be nice amount of damage coming through. Ending in the nut kick. Yeah, there's the restand. Oh, and the auto shimmy. Tekken Master falls victim to it.
It's very hard to see whether it's going to be a grab or a strike, and that string right there is kind of hard to pinpoint, honestly, even at this level of play. Flawless block to deny. The dash in down 3, over, commits to the back 1 though, and Sonicfox is going to punish him dearly. Restand situation into the forward 4, or grab mixed up with punish on the back 3 as well. Get back there.
Oh, good throw escape as well. Sonicfox into his own grab. Tekken Master, 1 hit at a time. This is getting from bad to worse. A wake up. The neutral jump comes through from Sonicfox, but not close enough to get a whiff punish, unfortunately. Oh, doesn't commit this time. Into another grab. I love the choice. Sonicfox knowing that Tekken Master's not going to be pressing. Oh, okay, the down 3.
Doesn't commit to the punish though, just keeps it nice and simple. He's getting a lot of these, but not much, and there's the interruption. Fox has been looking for that all game. The grab happens, yes, but there's so much work left to do, Mustard.
Oh, now down 4, trading Sonicfox. That's probably going to be the game, and yes, it is. As confirmed, Sonicfox is now officially 1 game away from winner's side, top 8 in another game at EVO 2019.
If you're looking at Fox, this guy looks hungry. He is just, like, there's so much different body language, right? In between the games, you know, he's a bit happy-go-lucky, but
I mean, he
in
hasn't...
between each game, he's super, like, focused. He wants this top 8 so bad, and who wouldn't?
I mean, you know he wants to, though, because let's look at Sonicfox's past EVO in NetherRealm games. He went from winning like 3 EVOs in a row, like he won, I mean, what was it? It was like he won MK9, he won MK9 1 year in its 3rd year, I believe. He won Injustice 1 in its year 2, then MKX both years. And yeah, and then all of a sudden in Injustice 2, he didn't win it a single time. So Sonicfox currently hasn't won EVO in a NetherRealm game in about 3 years, which, believe it or not, I know me saying that, you'd be like, well, of course, it's EVO, it's hard. But literally, just to show how powerful Sonicfox has been in the scene, that's a big thing for him, you know? This is always the biggest tournament of the year, for sure. But for Sonicfox to not win it a single time in Injustice 2 means that he has been absent of EVO wins in NetherRealm. Of course, I know, obviously not all the way. He did win Dragon Ball last year. But you know, I mean, he loves the NetherRealm scene. This is his home, and you know he wants the biggest grassroots win there is in this game. This is the biggest Mortal Kombat tournament of all time, and he is known for Mortal Kombat. You know he wants to be able to say he won the biggest MK tournament in history.
Tekken Master's gone for the character change. He's gone in for Erron Black. Erron Black did the majority of the heavy lifting for him in Grand Finals at Vianality, where he almost beat Hayatei, taking that 2nd place, but immediately with the confirm, breakaway forced by Fox. This guy obviously known for Erron Black as well, even though he doesn't really play the character anymore, he knows a thing or two about how to defend at the very least.
Now, this is a really good start for Tekken Master. A down 3 into the overhead, the drop kick, Sonicfox going out. And again, I like Tekken Master's use of that down 3. He's just constantly trying to harass with it to go under the mids.
It's all about the low profile, really, isn't it? These rifle shots, though, I'm not entirely sure about those. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do with that.
Well, if he lands one, he can turn it into a launcher, right? He's effectively just trying to catch Fox slipping, but he has no real reason to. The bar is spent, the acid comes down. Oh, that's actually probably going to be the round? Or close to?
Yeah, if it was the other grab, then perhaps, but I think Tekken Master purposely went for the other version of the grab just to make sure Fox couldn't really take it.
Okay, Sonicfox didn't amplify the up kick, unfortunately, and that's going to be chip damage. Ah, not even needed. Acid to the toes. Instant kill.
Tekken Master, he's been known for playing multiple characters, and that was such a good read. He knows the down 4 is coming. He knows he's been poked out most of the set, but counter again, Fox pressing buttons. Saving the breakaway though. And now he's going to amplify the pressure. Stands in the acid, make himself safer. Take a bit of free damage, but not a huge amount, honestly. Very even now is the health.
Again, Tekken Master, he's just sticking out so many of these pokes. He just wants to keep it as active as possible. Does not want to give Sonicfox the free real estate to move in. Whiff on the shoulder charge, but no punish. Tekken Master. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that could have been very dangerous if he whiffed the whole string in Sonicfox.
Thank you, based active frames. Oh, he's post-trading, and he's been falling victim to that 1-1-1 so many times.
And something that Fox is confirming too, every time. Okay, there's an opportunity. Wow, is that going to be dead?
I think so.
This is a huge amount of damage.
Oh, he's dead, sure, absolutely. He's 100% dead here. This is going to be a 1-1 situation, Mustard. He says.
Yes, it is.
I was so worried I was wrong.
I mean, I mean, well, the thing is, how many times have we been? I feel like I have never struggled so hard to gauge how much damage a Fatal Blow is going to do.
And then the minigame makes it even worse. Erron Black's Fatal Blow is notorious for the last hit, not really doing much, but there's the one
Tekken Master.
The confidence. I mean, these guys have such a rich history with each other. But I mean, if you are Fox, what do you do?
Well, the thing is, lest we forget, you know, Tekken Master resetting the bracket against Sonicfox at EVO 2016, and literally, when Sonicfox would wear his, like, you know, obviously, you know, his persona, it was headgear back then. He didn't have the huge, like, full head that he has now. It was basically just ears, right? He'd wear the ears everywhere. Tekken Master reset the bracket, took the ears off his head and held it high like he just scalped him, right? Like it was his trophy.
That was Combo Breaker.
Combo Breaker and
years
EVO.
ago.
But EVO was the first.
No,
the
Fox
original.
took it off himself. That was the big moment that Fox took the hat off himself. And that made the crowd go, whoa!
No, yes, he manually did it at Combo Breaker and Fox did it to himself at EVO. And then Tekken Master saw it and was like, yes, I made you do that. Still though,
He couldn't help but crack a smile. Similar's actually right now, but he has to stay focused because this is going to be one game apiece. Hey, remember, whoever wins this game is top 8 winners side. There's the footsies. Sonicfox is going to catch him already. And he's already a change of pace. He is now the one that's backing off. He's not falling into Tekken Master's hands. He is going to get throw counter though. Fox just pressing buttons. Oh, again, so good. So good on those reactions.
I think it's like, I know the bubble is a big deal, but like the shoulder really is like the unsung hero of this variation. That reactionary whiff punisher, he just slows your opponent down, but Tekken Master, again, he plays with no fear. Reactions again.
This is not working out. That acid drop is just giving free damage to Sonicfox at this point. He has to watch out. Doesn't quite get what he's looking for there. Minimal chip damage as well. And this is scary territory. Watch out for the whiffs!
What? He actually reached! I think Sonicfox for sure was trying to whiff punish, but it still worked.
He was definitely baiting a flawless block there on the forward 3 as well. Fatal blows locked and loaded. And he's scared to throw the acid now. Doesn't want to get whip punished. Kinda like that. And this is the variation of Cassie that gets unbreakable. 1 round away now. Sonicfox will be our first player in the top 8 for EVO 2019.
Not unless Tekken Master has anything to say about it though. He has hella crushing blows. He's got the fatal blow. Oh! The scud shot. There's one drop kick. We see another one. No, the mid comes through.
And he's now starting to fight back.
Ooh,
Excellent.
Ooh, very clean combo from that down 2. Oh, Sonicfox just refusing to hold these mids.
Why can't I hold all these mids? And
Oh
no,
I definitely feel like he was going for it and decided last minute. Okay, no Anya here. The Tekken Master doesn't want to overextend, right? Like he doesn't. Sonicfox is the comeback king. He does not want to give him that opportunity.
Yeah, right there. He wasn't. He's content blocking these jump-ins. He doesn't want to get jumped in on, lose a bunch of unnecessary damage.
Oh, that was definitely a read on the roll, 100%. Now Tekken Master, he's not even attempting to tech these because it's going to take a lot of throws for Sonicfox to be able to bring this back.
And it's starting to slip away just a little bit, but there's the confirm.
Oh, I wonder what that was for.
I'm not sure he really banked on that hitting, honestly. Okay, what is it? Watch out. Back 2's come through again. Down 4. Now it's danger territory. Remember, Jacqui can confirm into fatal blow really easily.
Ooh,
Match point,
okay.
both players. Whoever wins this round is going to be top 8. Let's go, Mustard.
Tekken Master, he's got a smile on his face. You know, he's feeling it. Wow, the preemptive standing one from Sonicfox to catch the drop kick. I've never seen that before. Oh, the crouch! And there's the whiff punish. There was no defensive bar from Tekken Master either. That was a huge risk.
What a throw escape. What a throw escape. So hard to gauge which direction it's going to be from this part of the screen. And he's clipped by the mid. Unbreakable damage incoming.
Into the restand. The down one, the challenge. Tekken Master refuses to hold this offense. And there it is, the block again. No resources here for Sonicfox. Just builds a bar of defense. Offense is coming up now. The shoulder slowly but surely they get in the way. Oh, the whip on the down 2. No breakaway here either. This could be a combo into the acid.
If he confirms it's a fatal blow now, it's going to be game over! He catches him! The throw tech! He has to watch out! The dash it again! The throw tech is going to go back to back! Tekken Master, this is to win.
Oh no! He's going to come down to the auto shimmy! One more time, Tekken Master falls to Sonicfox at the absolute final moment. It all boiled down to the shimmy, and it would work out for Sonicfox. All balls down to, right? We have 4 winner side top 8 matches in total. Obviously, we just saw Sonicfox beat Tekken Master. This is Hayatei versus Deoxys. We then have Foxy versus Semiij, and then Dragon versus Tweedy. So the best in the community really facing off here for the absolute biggest accomplishment you can achieve in a grassroots tournament.
I hail from Chronica's Keep.
Oh, wow. He skipped it. That was definitely Deoxys that skipped that. 100%. Wow. Okay, this is literally the perfect way of starting things off here for Deoxys. Oh, an immediate wake up from Hayatei. I like it.
There's a lot of data that's been transferred in like the 10 seconds this has been live. But now the jump in his body splash, escape failed. He tried to challenge it, but that is going to be infinite ward, and it's going to be forward 2 or a forward 3 or a grab. A throw escape now. Hayatei trying to fight back. Really not afraid to sit there and react to a throw. He has got phenomenal reactions for grab techs.
Okay, now there's the delay from Deoxys. Flawless block coming through from Hayatei. I like how Deoxys opts to wait for the launch to happen before he decides to break away.
Back to back down 3. He knows Deoxys is going to press something, but it's not the right button. Very, very even at this point. Importantly for Hayatei now, the crushing blow off the sand trap is gone. So even if he gets sand trapped now, he's not going to die for it. He's still going to have the life lead too.
Well, that's scary though. Like Deoxys, he started things off with one of the best crushing blows you can have for this character. And if he loses the round, it was wasted, all for naught.
And now he's swinging. Respects the back two. He knows that Hayatei is going to be taking his turn. Ooh, the whip. Almost caught it, and there's the 50-50. Low or overhead. You have to watch out for it.
Oh, and there is the block again. Oh, and the short hop. That's going to be game. A down two will do this. Yes, it is. A no breakaway attempt from Hayatei. He knows he wasn't going to survive that. And there we go, Deoxys. I think it was really important for him to be able to take that round after how much he'd spent for it.
Well, I mean, short hop's not a bad idea. If you get caught ducking, it's a full grounded string into a hit confirm. If you're caught in the air, there's a chance that you can get knocked down and the rest of the string will whiff, meaning the fatal blow couldn't have been.
And if they throw, you get a full punish. It's just, it's quite useful.
Oh,
my goodness!
Reactions! That was insane. Absolutely ridiculous, and still holding the overhead block.
I mean, as long as that overhead crushing blow is there, it's something you're going to block most of the time, you know. But at the same time, if Deoxys wants to call it out and go low, it's unsafe, you know, and he doesn't want to throw it away. Deoxys hasn't been overextending too much. Instant jump kick anti-air from Hayatei.
No, he's going to sit there and hold it. Reversal counter, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is the situation.
I mean, it still does 14% into Oki, like it's still good. And there's the breakaway from Deoxys, realizing doesn't get hit by that acid. We haven't even seen Hayatei be able to put down the acid yet. It just hasn't been an option for him. Deoxys going for it. There's a throw tech, crucial for Hayatei. Oh, and he interrupts in between, and the backbreaker. Deoxys going to be taking game one. One game away from top 8 over Hayatei. Now, I'm not going to call this one over just yet, even though that was quite a dominant game, because, again, Hayatei, he is always at the top level of competition, right? He is no stranger to, you know, his EVO top 8 finalist himself, but he very rarely absolutely steamrolls people, right? He's willing to take losses on the way. He'll take rounds in between, as long as he ends up getting the final win, which is the only one that matters.
Now, both of these players are MK11 champions in their own right. Deoxys winning a tournament over here.
Obviously, Deoxys, winner of DreamHack, and Hayatei. Obviously, Hayatei carries more weight, I would say, because it's a pro competition event. However, the point is, they've still won tournaments. They've beaten the best players around to do so. And now they're facing off as Deoxys is just absolutely plowing through this life bar. Dedicates to the low. Finally, a block from Hayatei. Calls it out.
He makes the right read, but there's lots of work left to do, unfortunately. And against Geras and Infinite Warden, where you're at this weakness, like, any significant touch with Geras here will kill you, because it will be a bed of spikes into a down two that you can't break away.
Oh, the down one from Hayatei. I'm not quite sure what that was. Maybe an anti-air attempt, but I know we have seen Erron Black players go for like the down three to maybe low profile the splash, but I don't know if down one works. But regardless, it doesn't matter as Deoxys finds himself on match point.
Oh,
there's
no!
the body splash, max height.
He has to break. He has to break this. If he doesn't, he's going to lose almost 50% life. I mean, we talk about optimization. Deoxys invented Geras optimization, and there's no breakaway this time. There's going to be a little bit of damage.
Oh, no!
Misses it, but no punish. That could have been huge for Hayatei, but he didn't seize the moment, and now he's grabbed. No breakaway still, and on the verge of an extra bar of offense ready for Deoxys to kill him. Oh no, one more significant touch busted, and this will be a 2-0 here.
Oh, he tries low profile. The block and the low connects is enough damage, I think it is. Yes, it is. And the low, the sand trap mix-up takes Deoxys to his first ever winner's side top 8 at EVO.
Ridiculous result. But if Semiij gets this over Foxy, Semiij needs these points more than Foxy does. And it would be
100%.
best case scenario.
Now, Foxy, though, he is no stranger to being an EVO top 8 finalist himself. Obviously, 2015, which at the time was the biggest MK tournament of all time. Is he going to get top 8 in the new one, the new biggest tournament? I mean, who knows?
Second place in 2015. You can only look up from that point, and that's a high standard to try and meet.
Following me, sorcerer?
You have the soul of a champion.
Clear eyes, hard fists, can't lose.
Okay, so it is going to be Yash Queen, it looks like. Semiij, of course.
And immediately enforcing those advancing buttons. And you thought Kung Lao's grab game was good? Shang Tsung's is just as strong. Amplifying the corpse drop, the splash damage.
Now the difference is, right, Kung Lao builds his throw game around the crushing blow. Shang, not quite the same, but one of his throws heals him for less damage dealt, and the other one just gives him the full screen. And the full screen control of Shang Tsung is infinitely better than that of Kung Lao. They are two different characters, but Foxy, he has his unique style that he's just going to try and apply. Okay, there's the confirm.
Now, that cheeky amplifier is something a lot of Shangs actually don't do, but if you have the space correctly and they can't really answer back, you can catch them off guard, and understandably on Amplify is a full launch. Now Foxy getting clipped by the down 4, not too worried yet. He'll take this grab, but with Fatal Blow in play, Semiij can still make this comeback. He just needs one good decision, the jump kick, down 3 to check it. Shades of Kung Lao coming back in, but now he's back in comeback territory. The whiff though.
Oh, good throw tech from Semiij, catching him and landing. Oh, didn't quite work out. The blocks, minus frames, into a standing bun from Semiij, both bars spent now. Oh, and Semiij, I wonder what he tried to do there.
I don't know, but that I'm surprised Foxy did that.
No, he was trying to catch, it would have catched the jump, it would have catched the mid, it was just a call out. Semiij was very close, and there it is. Semiij getting caught out by the standing 1-1. And that Shang jump kick, one of the stronger jump-ins in the game for sure. Very hard to anti-air, even for someone like Cassie. Now finally, Semiij able to land some damage. It's been very back and forth since then. Foxy carefully placing his Hell Sparks. And there it is again with the 1-1. It just looks so much like a grab attempt. And everything sending full screen. That's the strength of Warlock. Every single time you get hit by Shang, you're going back to full screen to do that work all over again. Oh, the whiff! But no overcommitment, and again, another attempt on that 1-1. Semiij getting quite out a lot, and again, going for the back 3, keeping it safe.
There's something so simple yet efficient about the way Foxy approaches this character. It's very characteristic of how he plays everyone he picks in the game. Like,
okay,
he doesn't
big
overcomplicate now. Yep, confirm. I agree. I agree massively. Get as much damage as you can. Put yourself in a position where one clean hit might take the round. This was a great choice.
It gets him close to 40% as well, 388 damage, and the wake-up bait! Oh, but no damage for the, or no bar, I should say, to extend. And again, that delay. Semiij making the comeback on the back of that fatal blow. That's exactly why it's a good decision to use it there. Didn't even give him the life lead, but it did so much damage that the work left to do is nowhere near as much.
Now that neutral jump could have been more damage, but couldn't quite catch it on the way down. Jumping those grabs, it's quite risky. There's the reaction. Get out of my space. Foxy back to the wall. Tries to anti-air. I mean, Tsung's jump kick is so hard to anti-air.
When even you see Cassie Cage going to anti-air it and isn't able to, you know it's strong.
Yeah, that's -7, I believe. So you've got to kind of hold your lack of turn. Escape failed. Semiij full screen again. Don't count him out, but the lack of fatal blow might hurt. I love the roll. What a choice, but again, no amplify, so no damage.
Throw tag the down 4 to challenge the way out. Foxy getting tagged. Another attempt, but no, misses to confirm off the jump kick. Does the ground eruption a little bit too late.
Fatal blows will play for Foxy, but he's clipped again. Crushing blow, and the game is over. Semiij played that so well. And that's one game done already. I love the way Semiij stays composed too. It all came down to that unfortunate drop from Foxy off the jump kick. A little bit too low to the ground for the Hell Sparks to connect. And Semiij, one game away.
That's a really good start for Foxy as well. So in order to slip through, and again another wake up is baited. Semiij just spacing himself so perfectly. He's making it look like he's going to go in, and then at the absolute last minute backing up. It's such a good thing for him to do. It's such a Semiij play. Oh,
that was so good. And now Foxy having a hard time kind of really finding Semiij's rhythm, honestly. And up 3 comes out again. The gap plus 114. Another grab. We're going to heal a little bit, a couple of percent. Thank you very much. Ah, such a good answer from Semiij. I love it. And the whip.
Oh, another hit this time. The bar spent. Semiij keeping it easy, even though misses the end of the combo, but doesn't matter as he puts himself to match point.
And the important thing here is that he's got Foxy's back to the corner. This is exactly where Semiij wants him to be. Can't get punished from that far away. He's going to at least fight his way out with the trip guard. Full combo as well. Side switch. Wonderful throw tech.
Oh, and there's the hit. Immediate breakaway from Semiij, though.
Oh, wow.
Into a counter hit, crushing blow. So much damage.
The active frames of the jump kick dragging him straight back into that string. It's not out, but I feel like Semiij has the advantage here, man. He's got all the momentum to work with.
Otherwise, Semiij is just playing at the perfect range. The only projectile he's really having to play around is the ground eruption. He's really shutting down, and oh, the misspaced shoulder charge into full screen again. But this is Semiij, right? You know, he has the right character to get a confirm into fatal blow to kill. Fatal blow. Don't take your eyes off it. Foxy placing his Hell Sparks. Now this is dangerous. If he gets hit by fatal blow, he's pretty much dead. Watch out for the jump back. He's looking for that forward 4. He wants to confirm it. Foxy with that rock solid defense. Oh, he caught him out! FoxyGrampa didn't even connect the jump kick, but he still went for the ground eruption, and Semiij gets caught out by it. FoxyGrampa fighting back. And there it is. I love the spacing from Semiij this matchup. Oh, the walk forward. I love it. Makes it completely miss. Holding the plus frames, that is plus. I know it's high, but I mean, when are you going to duck? It's at a range that if you neutral duck there, you get hit by ground eruption, right? It's not even the forward 3, the overhead that you have to worry about. It's the ground eruption. And that's a good trade for Foxy. Not so much that time. And now Semiij knows he has the life to work with. This guy is very, very patient, so he's not going to be afraid of that. I don't think he's going to try and risk too many of those max range shoulder tackles either.
No whiff now. They're trading bar for bar. Semiij walks into another one. It's so close, he can taste it. He just needs to close it out.
Easier said than done, though. Oh, whiff on the shoulder charge. He has the bar. Is this going to be enough damage? Standing 4 into the ground eruption. Not quite. And there's a lay the chip. Chip is mighty here. And there it is. Nothing he can do at that range. Semiij just happened to stop at the maximum distance, and FoxyGrampa fights back. That was looking really bad for him early on. Semiij really had it working out, but Foxy taking a little bit of a break here, of course. This is now officially Game 3 territory, and this is... I mean, this is stressful. This is winner's side top 8 qualifying game. 1 match to go either side. This is tense.
And these two guys have such a rich history in Injustice too.
Oh, they've gone back and forth for years.
They've spent at least 2 years, now going on 3 with MK11, playing each other in tournament and just completely trading their results. Semiij would win one major, Foxy would win the other. Like, it would just constantly go back and forth. And what a testament to how evenly matched these guys are. And Cassie clearly is the right character for Semiij as well.
Absolutely.
Like, it was a good
1000%.
choice. It was a good choice. But one more game, which one of these guys are going to get winner's side top 8.
Oh, caught the startup of the shoulder charge. That's not great. Just traded to both defense or both offense there.
And the grab. I mean, ducking Shang's Tsung, it's so risky. You eat 1-1 for days, and 1-1-4 is so confirmable.
And the back 3 as well. If he just is convinced you're going to crouch from a range. There it is again. Ooh, that would have been really nice. Oh, gets it again though. Full screen ground eruption. There's the distance.
Now reading potentially the shoulder charge or a gunshot. Semiij doesn't overextend. That 1-1 is because it was just in case he tries to duck. That's always that kind of.
Well, the shoulder charge
shimmy.
is unsafe, but like it varies. The further away you block it, like the less minus it pretty much is. So Foxy just trying to go for the 1-1 just to establish the block, but Semiij finds a throw. It's the shades of the first round again in the first game. Oh, the jump, and Foxy calls it out the grab. Now
what Foxy is doing is so simple yet effective. It really is Foxy all over. You have to find a game plan that beats everyone, you know, regardless of skill level. It has to be foolproof to be reliable in tournament.
Now Semiij, he's being patient now, does not want to overcommit. And the thing is, Foxy, he really goes for a lot of forward throws too, so whenever he does get these billions of grabs he lands, he's healing for it too. It's so scary in the hands of this player.
They're repositioning. Shang Tsung isn't really known for corner pressure. The Hell Sparks don't really combo. Very similar to Digital Soldier Cassie, actually. But now, you can see just how content Semiij is blocking. He is not really afraid of the grab.
Caught the startup of the gunshots. No breakaway from Semiij this time. Wants to save it. I think he's saving it for bigger. Oh, the flawless block on the amplified the corpse. I like that. Semiij showing a lot of matchup knowledge, and the whiff on the max range. And now send him full screen. Semiij back in control of the roll as well. Importantly, taking the meter away from Foxy, which is exactly what he wants. And there it is, man. It's going to be another situation where it's last round, both players. Importantly, though, Semiij has Foxy's back to the wall. Best case scenario. We've seen this before. It went to Semiij. Can Foxy fight his way out of it, though? And the patience again, Semiij. We're trading a bar for bar here. That's a good trade for Foxy.
Yeah, corpse drop does a lot of damage for an individual projectile. Clips it, plus frames. Yeah, the respect. Semiij showing so much respect for the grab. Bad news, because full screen goes Semiij.
The distance, he's doing it out of ranges, and the breakaway is forced again. Oh! Big wake-up neutral jump from Semiij. Bar spent one more. So much resources Semiij just having to go through. Walks away, I think he tries to get an optimal punish, but misses the opportunity. The ground eruption is good. Foxy is finding himself so close to this winner's side top 8 Semiij. He has the resources, though.
Do not count out Semiij under any circumstances. He's been in the back foot before. Plus frames. He sits there and holds it. Blocks the down 3.
Not enough.
But it's a terrible situation. Anything will do. Corpse drop, and it's going to come through! FoxyGrampa maintaining his top 8. I mean, so many of these players left already have EVO medals in the first place. So I said it before, and I'll bloody say it again. EVO 2019 is a clash of champions where you have to be the best among already existing tournament winners, EVO medal owners, top 8 places. It's ridiculous. But we're going to kick things off here as Dragon is already going to clip Tweedy and get that restand situation. A matchup Dragon's very, very comfortable in. It is said that Geras somewhat defeats Cetrion, but Dragon is so good in this matchup that if he can just play it better than the Geras player, he'll still take the win.
Now we know Tweedy's no slouch though when it comes to Geras. You know, he's ready for the Cetrion. He's had to play it many times in tournament, but again, this is still only first to 2 as well. So these matches have been absolutely just as close as it gets, but they're still only first to 2. You can only imagine the stress before. And Tweedy, that's a big decision to go for the anti-air fatal blow right there, because this is not even going to give him the life lead, but it is Geras. So if he can get one good hit after this, he might win on it. But Dragon, he does have no defensive bar for the breakaway.
That's what Tweedy's looking at. Did he commit? Oh, and he was He saw the flawless block where Dragon was already ready for it.
Oh
Tweedy!
my god!
6 frames
I can't-
on my up 2. Oh my word.
What a call out. What a call out from Tweedy. Absolutely no fear on this man whatsoever.
But that's why he went for the fatal blow. He was confident he could use the resources left to make the comeback, and that's exactly what Tweedy did. He's now going to get a down 1, strong-arming those plus frames into a grab, and Dragon makes the wrong read. It's forward 2 for grab. I've said it a million times. I'll never not say it when it comes to Infinite Warden. He overcommits. Speaking of which, crushing blow to punish it.
Counter hit. There we go, Tweedy. No hesitation on the breakaway. Oh, the wall got stuffed.
Oh, he was thinking about it. He was thinking about down 1 there. Good throw escape.
He's throw techs.
It's so hard to gauge what side you're going to get thrown to when you're this part. You're not really near the corner at all.
We're in your middle of the screen, and Geras gets advantage no matter which one, so it is a true 50-50 mid-screen.
And now what's Tweedy going to do? Oh, goes in for the overhead, but Dragon masterfully scouting it out. If the 1-1 whiffs, you can't cancel! Snap the back! Tweedy is going to get game number 1, Mustard.
That was quite fast as well. Tweedy coming in ready for this matchup with this Geras pick. We might see 2 Geras players in winner's side top 8 if this continues. But Dragon, again, he's been in this situation so many times. And he's going to take his time. Absolutely not surprised.
Dragon is a top 3 Mortal Kombat 11 player, and results don't lie. If he doesn't get top 8 winner's side, it's going to be quite the upset. Even though Tweedy is a fantastic player.
I definitely wouldn't say it's an upset.
I think Dragon not getting top 8 winner's side is always an upset. It is just the fact that he is a top 3 player that makes me think so.
But again, I don't know if I'd say against Tweedy that it even counts, because Tweedy, we know is such a good player in his own right.
I suppose you're right in that regard, to be fair. Everyone is here in this tournament, so
no one flukes their way to ninth.
hell no. Throw escape. Dragon straight back in it. Being way more aggressive with this keep away this time. Kind of just let Tweedy kind of jump in on him a lot and get those real brutish buttons out. And now Dragon starting to keep him a little bit away, but the punish, you know what that means? He is going to spend it too. Doesn't have to sacrifice damage by any stretch. Bed of spikes. Has to break away. Yeah, there it is. Does the temporal advantage just in case, and he clips him! He's not going to die from this unless he optimizes.
Which he does. Is that enough?
No, I don't think he's going to get something. He's going to get something.
Yeah, not quite enough.
Oh, the wake up! The wake up! Wake up buttons, Mustard. That was the last thing
That
we
was a
expected.
wake up buttons into fatal blow confirmed. That was such a not Dragon play. But that is exactly why Dragon is here at this level of competition, right? He is very methodical, he plays by the book, but every now and then it's time to throw the rules out of the window. And that is a perfect example of exactly that. Dragon saw that Tweedy wasn't point blank, knows that's the hardest, really a much harder range to go for the meaties, and absolutely just steals the round away.
I mean, it was like, look at his health. He had basically no health, and he had no defensive bar. That was no last breath into a forward 2-1-2. Thank you very much. But no time to talk about that now, as we're already well into our next round. And Dragon getting consistently splashed. That sweep, use the low profile, the body splash if you can. Natural barrier, just to get those plus frames, and now Dragon staggering his offense. Watch out against Geras, though. Yeah, he's not going to want to interrupt those gaps. It's a huge risk.
Oh, we're punished. Dragon, he's paying attention.
All right, what's he going to do? Full screen? Oh, he's going to go in. He's going to press the advantage. Messes up his instant jump back. Actually giving Tweedy some real estate, even though he didn't get his special out there.
Oh, the flawless block, right as Dragon's bar wasn't coming back either.
I mean, technically the natural barrier becomes at least -10, so you can get a button, but the up 2 just guarantees it, being 6 frames on startup, the fastest up 2 in the game.
Oh, this is all Dragon right now. This stagger from Tweedy, delays, doesn't want to commit too much. Oh, he tried. Yeah, he tried to reactionary anti-air with the fatal blow, but the instant beam was just too fast. There we go, a game of peace now. Dragon bringing it back. And that's the kind of adaptation that I love to see, is again, Dragon, I mean, he won that first round off of the wake-up buttons into fatal blow. I really can't stress enough how much of an uncommon thing that is for Dragon to do, but it was calculated. There's a counter hit. He knew Tweedy wasn't at range, and it ended up winning. You know, it was the beginning of the snowball that won the game, and that's the kind of adaptation you need, right? Even if you don't play a certain way, sometimes it's time to mix it up a little bit.
Oh, active frames. That natural barrier is so active. It's a wonderful anti-air. If you catch the lingering frames, it's a full combo, as you saw there.
Oh,
nice anti-air.
Slapped. No jumping for you, my friend. Ooh, that was very close. Oh, punish? No, okay.
Just a reversal. Oh, he tries to anti-air, but he's going to pay the price. No full combo, though. Doesn't matter. That's Dragon's now going to continue to press that advantage. Clipped by the forward 2-1. And now, not a full combo, but a situation thanks to the neck chop.
Decent damage, too. Oh, blocking the body splash, and again, Dragon getting caught out. That delay wake up, Dragon is doing delay wake up so many times, and wow, that completely caught out. Again, there's a situation, this is shades of game number 1. This will not kill, but it is going to put Geras in a great situation.
Tweedy has less work to do than
it's going to be sand trap kill territory near enough.
Oh, and he presses. He goes in anyway. What if we live to regret? Is he going to fish for it? Or is
Dragon's got his fatal blow, dude. This is dangerous. The down one comes through.
Oh,
the crouch!
The micro crouch was such a good play. Risky, but confident from Dragon.
Dragon is on match point. He can taste the winner's top 8. He is so close now, but Tweedy, you know he doesn't want to let this go. The problem is he used his fatal blow and lost the round. That's no good, and the hit confirm.
He's not going to break away. Cetrion, her combos don't hurt massively outside of crushing blow, and Tweedy needs that defensive bar for potential wake-ups.
Oh, okay.
Blocks. Okay, crushing blow it should be.
No, it's a reversal, not a counter hit.
Oh yeah, it was. Good shout, good shout.
I actually thought it was a counter hit originally because I thought it caught a backdash.
Yeah, I'm just so used to seeing the MK Dragon on a move that got caught out.
Still though, Dragon, he's not having any of it. This is that, again, like, we're so used to seeing Cetrion with like a purely keep away style, but this matchup, not only does it not let her do that, Dragon doesn't even want to, right? He's really confident in his rush down, his neutral. There's so much more going on than just the projectiles.
But this is a last lifeline for Tweedy here in the winner's bracket. This won't be his last chance.
No, not
Dragon!
enough.
This really is his. This is the ounces of a comeback, but there's so much to do, Mustard.
Only he slides his fatal blow, and the wake-up jump! Dragon with the reads to end all reads is going to throw himself into winner's top 8 at EVO 2019, and that